What's going on, everybody? It's boy DC NBA here, and today we're back with another YouTube video. And today we're going to be breaking down the Warriors. So if you guys do enjoy, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. We're doing all 30 teams before the NBA season starts. So if you missed a team, make sure you go check out the playlist below to never miss any of them. All of them. Gotta watch them all. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So the Warriors had a pretty bumpy roller coaster of an offseason. But we're starting off by talking about their draft and what happened there. So there was a lot of questions heading into the draft, whether they were going to trade the number 2 pick or actually draft someone. But as we all know, they selected James Wiseman, center from Memphis. And he's kind of been the guy they've been waiting for. He is 7'1" with a 7'6" wingspan. He has a very good handle for a center. Very good face-up game, can beat defenders one-on-one. He's a very good rebounder, and he has the potential to be one of the best shot blockers in the league and one of the best defenders in the league, period. And I think that he can learn a lot from playing with former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green. So, yeah. James Wiseman, Warriors can't miss out. Anyway, so with the 48th pick in the draft, they selected Nico Mannion. He is a 6'3" guard from Arizona, and he looks like he's going to fit very well into the Warriors system. He's a good shooter. He plays very well off ball, and he can create a little bit, has decent playmaking ability, and he's going to be playing with one of the best shooters of all time. So I think that'll help him out a lot. So now we're going to go on to free agency. Starting things off, they traded for Kelly Oubre Jr. for a 2021 first, or it could be 2 seconds if their pick is within the top 20, to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it was a pretty good move, especially they found out that Clay was going to miss the whole season. And then a day later, actually I think it was 2 days, they just, traded a first-round pick for a guy who can give you 15 to 18 points a night, play pretty solid defense, and can shoot pretty well, create a little bit off the dribble, can ISO. So I think that'll be gonna work out very well. He is a free agent next year, but if they could re-sign him, it's gonna be a great move. And even if they can't, I still think that they're in such a win now mode, especially with the West being how it is. There's not one clear super team. Maybe, I don't know, Lakers are pretty good, but they're trying to do what they can to win a championship, and I can respect that. And if it's just, if he's just there for the one season and leave, at least they had, someone to replace Clay for this season. They also signed a couple of role players in Kent Bazemore and Brad Wanamaker to give them a little bit more depth off the bench. But yeah, no, they had a pretty good offseason, I feel like. I feel like if they somehow manage to keep Oubre, it's going to be scary when Clay comes back. That's all I got to say. So anyway, now we're going to break down the roster a little bit. So obviously starting at point guard, you got Steph Curry. Backing him up, you got Brad Wanamaker. Shooting guard, Andrew Wiggins and Damian Lee. Small forward, Kelly Oubre and Kent Bazemore. Power forward, Draymond Green and Eric Pascal. And at center, James Wiseman, Marquise Chris, and Kevon Looney. So I think that Steph Curry has a chance to win his 3rd MVP this season. Things are heading in the right direction for him. The storyline is perfect for him, being injured all season and then coming back better than ever. His main man, Klay Thompson's injured, but he can still bring this team to a good record, and that he just launched the Curry brand. Everything's kind of just there for him storyline wise. If he actually can do it, different story, but it's kind of set up for him to. So if he does win, not going to be that surprised, honestly. Also, he kind of just has to show us that he's still as good as we think he is, because he did miss all of last season with the hand injury, pretty much, besides like 6 games. But we're not going to talk about that, really. So I think that there's two players on the roster that need to prove a lot this season, and that's going to be Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins. Draymond played horrible last season, and, hopefully he is still the playmaking, defending, loud, obnoxious leader that the Warriors need in their system and have had for the last 5 or so years. Because with him playing that well, this team is going to be at their best potential offensively and defensively. But for that being said, if he can't do that, then the Warriors are going to be in a very big problem. He has a very big contract, and he just signed an extension last season, so he'll be there for a little bit longer. So hopefully he can return to his form. I think he will. There's not really an excuse this season. He does have plenty of help, unlike last season. So as for Andrew Wiggins, I think he actually had a pretty solid season last year, but he just needs to grow on that, and especially because it's been like the 4th year we've been saying, okay, Andrew Wiggins going to have his breakout year now. But I really honestly think he could not have a breakout year, but he's just going to be a lot better than he was last season. He just kind of needs to improve on his threes, at least just try on defense, and just stop taking contested mid-ranges. And I think he could be a top 50 player, a top 10 small forward. I mean, he's like kind of on the borderline of that now, but I think that there's no pressure really for him in the Warriors. There's really just no reason for him not to be better because he's not the number one option. I feel like he can do this. He got this. As for other players on the roster, hope to see a good sophomore season from Eric Pascal and see what his new role is going to be. Hopefully Damian Lee and Jordan Poole can give you solid minutes off the bench, especially because if they don't really have any other guards. So, and then you hope that Marquise Chris and Kevon Looney can hold down the backup front court spots. Yeah. And so let's get into the awards for this team. MVP, I got Stephen Curry. Defensive player there, Draymond Green. Sixth man, Eric Pascal. Rookie of the year, James Wiseman. Most improved player, Andrew Wiggins. And the best addition is Kelly Oubre. So currently I have this team going 42-30, which would be 4th in the West. But honestly, I think the West is so open. From like 2 to like 6, it really could depend. So if this team's better, this team wins maybe like 48, 50 games, not even going to be surprised because Steph, monster, obviously. Hopefully Draymond can be back to what he is. I don't really expect this team to not do good. Like, I feel like this team is very solid, and they can have a really good chance of being one of the better teams in the league for sure. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Will Steph win his 3rd MVP? Will Draymond be back to what he is? Will the Warriors still be a dynasty? But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. All my links will be down in the description, and have a good day. Thank you.